A lot of people, once they start their journey of healing, they look back at the way they were, like the parenting was done on them, and find like millions of faults in that. Yeah. At that point, it's so important that you don't start judging your parents, because every parent did what they thought it was the best, right? And a lot of the times, once you learn more about how these things are passed on, you realize if your father didn't know how to teach you love, it's because no one taught him how to show love. Right? A lot of the times, so the first thing is that when we look back at our parents, and even if, for example, they didn't give us the kind of parenting we need, we don't judge them. If chances are, I would guarantee you 100%, no one was there for them as well. Right? No one taught them how to love, no one taught them how to care. So they did the best they could, and obviously that wasn't enough, and you have your own journey to heal. So that's one thing. Don't blame them, don't get mad at them. Then the second thing is, when a person heals, then it becomes easier for them to communicate. Right? A lot of the times, the reason why we have issues with our parents or with our partners, even though the fact that I agree they're not the perfect, they're not open to these kind of discussions on healing, all of that, part of it is also because of the way we communicate. See, I can, for example, tell my dad that you're a bad father. Well, what would this give him? He would feel a lot of shame, he would feel terrible, he'd be like, oh my God, all that energy I put. Or another way I can communicate with that is what? Dad, you don't show me attention. Well, that's one step better, but still you haven't told him when. He'd be like, what do you mean I didn't tell you attention? I said, I'm working to give money to you, all of that. So again, he may feel defensive, but at least it's one step better than saying, Dad, you're bad, you're a bad dad. So you don't pay attention. You say, you know what? You can even make it more clear. For example, you say, you know what, that day, I came to you to speak about one of my worries. I felt like you undermined it, right? So do you see how different these three are? And then, even then, your dad may still feel attacked. You can even go one step further. You say, Dad, that day I came to you to speak about something. It was so important for me. I feel like you were busy. I would appreciate it if next time you put your work aside and we talked 5 minutes, because that would really help me. Right? Do you see these 4 different ways of talking? If we're not healed, there's so much anger, there's so much hurt that we can't speak to our father like that. We'll just burst, you're a bad father. You don't pay attention to me. And that would block him or her, and your mother. So as we heal, even in our communication with our parents, we become better.